So I am a real estate agent in the GTA area. I'm a real estate investor, and very recently I became a real estate developer and a builder as well. And I am bringing you to some of the behind the scenes to owning rental properties, especially in the GTA markets or in the Canada markets that you might not know. A lot of my colleagues sold their properties and they have put their money somewhere else. And we know how the market is doing right now. And I just want to tell you some of the reasons why some of us sold a lot of our properties. Number one is one particular property that I want to give an example. This is a 4 units property. So it's a building, it's a purpose built rental. I have 4 tenants in there as of the time when I bought it. One tenant wasn't paying. So had to evict that client, that tenant. It took us maybe about 8 months, and we knew that's buying that property. So we're able to lower the price of the purchase price of this property. So follow the story, I'm getting somewhere. And then we had another tenant that was a veteran in this property. This is a senior veteran, and the guy was only paying about $400 for a unit that he should be paying about $1,500 for. And this was about 2021. And I just kicked him out last year because the $400, it wasn't able to stop paying me for about a year. And, because of the Ontario rules, I had to wait until I go to the court, evict him. I couldn't get all those money back, the $400. And I renovated the property, turned the property upside down, so anyways, I renovated the property, cost us about $25,000 to do that. And then we had to rent it out now. We're getting about $1,500 for it. So that's a win, okay? Now, some of the things that we don't say when you're having rental properties, all these big ticket items when it comes to repairing. We had to hire a paralegal. That cost about $1,500, per the tenants that we've kicked out of this units. Whenever you're renting out a house as well, you also have to use a real estate agent sometimes, or even though I'm a real estate agent, it would be costing you about 1 month's rent plus tax. For me, it's costing me a little bit less because I have the license. But these are all big ticket items, and every time you turn over a client, a tenant, those are costs that people don't even talk about when they say, "Oh, I have $6,000 in revenue every single month, and I'm only paying $3,000 in mortgage, or in this case, I'm only paying about $2,500. But what about all those big items? The $25,000 is gonna probably cost you about maybe a year and a half to break even with all the expense, with the rental coming in now. I have a property manager in place that is collecting about $600 every single month. I have it's a building, so I'm paying water. I'm paying for all the utilities. It's probably costing about $1,000. The insurance on that building, because it's a multi-unit property, is probably costing me about $900, right? So by the time I add all of those down, yes, my tenants are paying down the property. So in 25 to 30 years, I'm gonna have this property all paid for. But all these expenses are things that people don't necessarily talk about. So I'm sharing the numbers with you, okay? So those are all the numbers. So there are some of the numbers that you guys need to be aware of. And especially because of the Ontario rules and the Ontario rental laws, that's why some of the landlords are selling. A background story. So the person that person that was renting that unit, I tried to increase the rental income, the monthly payment. It wouldn't let me increase it, but he has a property down the street away from me. He has a property that is all paid for, and he refused to move in there. He was renting it out because he knows he can exploit the system and pay me cheaper rent over here, right? So that's just the backstory of some of the things that happen. So those big repair costs, plus the frustration of the Ontario laws and all of those things, plus how the system is working, just in the GTA, the market is not going well. There's a lot of instability with the government and the interest rates and all of those things are reasons why we choose to sell some of those 3/4 of our assets and move it elsewhere where we can start getting money. So you guys are going to see behind the scenes of some of the things that I'm doing in terms of development. And if you guys want to inquire about that on how you can partner with me on that, I'm not offering any mentorship right now. But if you guys want to inquire about how to partner with us, you can reach out to me. My information is somewhere on this video or in the description. Yeah, you can reach out to me about that. So those are some of the big deals about owning and rental properties. I hope you're able to learn one or two things. Now, some of the things that I could have done better or what I would do better right now is definitely having an emergency fund when you're having all those properties. So people have to know when you have rental properties, you have to have another income source that is supporting your rental properties because of the big line items. The roof can go out, the HVAC can happen. I've had tenants where I had to put them in an hotel because they how the unit their units was flooded. So by in according to the Ontario rules, you have to put them in the hotel until I find a contractor that is able to fix it. Sometimes it takes 3, 4 days. You have to pay for their accommodation, plus sometimes you have to pay for some feeding because now they're eating out, right? I've had tenants also that came to me and they were professional tenants, and I had to pay them out of my it's called cash for keys, where you pay them out to get out of your apartments because they're not taking care of it, or they are just too low in terms of the income that is coming into you, and you have to pay them to come out so that you can repair the units. And then sometimes you have to offer it back to them, or you can make an agreement and pay them certain amounts of money for them to move on and for you to be able to sell your properties. So these are just some of the reasons why owning a rental property and some of the behind the scenes that people don't really talk about when they owning rental properties. The other thing that you guys have to be aware of is self-management. Self-management has killed a lot of landlords because they have to go and see those properties. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of, try and error that is costing money. Let's say you're fixing plumbing issue by yourself, or you're repairing dishwasher by yourself, or you're painting. All those trial and error is going to cost you a lot of money in the long run if you don't know what you're doing. So self-management definitely saves a lot of money at first, but in the long run, it's not always the case. So that's some of the things that you guys have to consider. Hiring a property manager, a good property manager, might be the case. So if you guys are looking for a property manager in the GCA area, I can help you to manage some of those properties. So, but that's definitely something that people also don't talk about. And although you might have $3,000 in cash flow, and if you have, let's say 10 properties, that's $30,000. But in reality, every single month, there's always something that is going on. With one of those properties, chances are one of those properties are gonna need to some form of repairs, right? Or you're turning tenant and you don't have that cash flow going, you don't have that part of the rental income coming in for that month. So those are just some things to keep aware to stay aware of. And if I was definitely having money right now, I would choose my markets carefully. You guys can book a consultation with me below to see, where you can park your money right now, especially in the GTA markets, and definitely exploring other options like partnering with a builder to increase your cash flow or to improve your without dealing with toilets. Just putting money with somebody else that can help you to build your real estate portfolio. All right, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Again, I will be in Edmonton and Calgary, and we're going to Toronto next. And if you are a business owner and you're making over $100,000, you want to be able to have conversations about scaling your business, just, pitching your ideas to other people in the room that are able to give you more ideas or just critique your business for you. Leveraging other people is what I call it, and surrounding yourself with other like-minded people that can increase your business growth, help you to scale your business, and just make you a better human. Reach out to me. The link will be in the bio. It's just gonna be about 5 to 10 people per place. I'm just doing a test case right now. Reach out to me and refer yourself in, or refer a friend that you think this will benefit. Okay, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe to my channel. A lot of you are not subscribing. I'm trying to bring a lot of value to you guys. Also, let me know what you guys would like to learn next. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.